Hi, thanks for joining. I'm Tom Hedgeman, and this is A Compass for the Ways Word of the Day live broadcast. Live broadcast. I am the church. And my life is my ministry.
Hi. How many of us can say, be followers of me? Do as I do. You know, Paul in 1 Corinthians 4:16, he said, wherefore I beseech you, be ye followers of me. And I know I call it bold, but I know it was a heart-wrenching thing for Paul to say and to do, because all throughout his ministry in Ephesians and everywhere else, he said, follow God. Be ye followers of Christ. But dealing with the Corinthians, he had to dig deep and say, be ye followers of me. Do as I do. You know, we would rather point to something perfect and something beyond and outside of us for people to follow. However, Christ wants us to be like him. He wants our lives to be an example of his goodness. We can't even say to our own children, follow me, do as I do. Rather, we tell our kids to do what I say and not necessarily what I do. When Christ was raised and fulfilled the law, there was no written instructions to follow this new covenant. There was no New Testament. They didn't write down Christ's ministry at that time. So Paul had to boldly say, be followers of me. Do as I do. Paul's like, look at my life as a faithful steward of this new covenantal love, of this new word. He said, I am despised, mistreated, and persecuted, yet I still bless, forgive, and teach. Paul said, follow of me, be followers of me. How many of us can boldly say, follow me as I follow Christ? There are many people that hold platforms with millions of followers. As a matter of fact, on Instagram, it literally says followers and following, and people have no problem in having thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of followers following their debauchery, their vile misconduct, their just disgusting things. They have no problem with having millions of people follow them straight to hell. They have no problem. Yet, people like me and other people, I have a platform with very limited followers, and then I make it a point to go on there and take off followers. I declare I don't want many followers, and that's just a fear. That's just that's nonsense. Because I don't feel my life is to a point of perfection for someone to follow. It doesn't have to be. If you're out there and you love the Lord and you're in ministry, or not even in ministry, and you're dealing with the youth, you're dealing with the elderly, and you're doing community engagement, just simple good things, increase your following. I encourage you to increase your following, to have people follow what is good. Yeah, they'll nitpick at little points in your life, because guess what? You're not perfect. Guess what? You'll have ups and downs. Guess what? You'll misspeak. You'll do something that's sometimes out of character. But we serve a forgiving, merciful God, and that does not mean that your life isn't an example for a youth, isn't a leadership for a community. I want to see more followers of good than debauchery and vile and nonsense. Let's be like Paul, say, be ye followers of me as I follow Christ. And then they'll learn as you learn from your mess ups and your hiccups and your mistakes. Thank you guys for joining. Always know that I love you. God bless.